I had to continue drinking my coffee because my coffee helps me helps to set the mental straight for me. Hello again. Hello again. Present. Yeah, do you have one for me? Hello. Back is weak and numb. Why is back weak and numb? What happened? Oh no, what happened? Ooh. Busy day. Good work. I hope you get some time to rest. Back. On the other hand, you know, I'm actually gonna post some stuff in my my thing. Hold on. But yes, hello, CooltheNephilim. It's me, CooltheNephilim. I hope you all have been having a good one so far. A good day, perhaps, even. Don't mind me while I upload some stuff to the Discord, because good work indeed. Yeah, good work, man. I think you deserve a break after all that, after all that heavy lifting. Hold on. Is this the right stuff? Yes, it is. Okay. There's gonna be some. You played so much value. The brim traps were so strong. Oh, I see. I see. You played Valo. You played Valo. I see. Good work still, I guess. The brim traps are strong. I see. Not your stream? You play Valo on stream. Oh, okay. So you have to work extra hard then. You have to work extra hard. Well, sounds like you carried a good bit. Yeah, I see. So I posted some stuff. Actually not logos. Wait a second. Reworking the icons is probably what I should say, actually, because these are more icons than anything. Oh well, okay. Yes. But mostly trolling? You're trolling and carrying. You didn't write a lot. Life has been busy. That's fine. Sometimes, honestly, what we need is like a little break from writing, so that way we can have better ideas, like cooking in the background as we write some stuff, you know? You know, I wish people learned how to walk quieter. I hear like stomping and it's like making me not able to focus as much. I wish people learned how to stop stomping so loud. But that's just me. Otherwise, yeah. Well, we are going to be writing. I think with what we have so far, we will discovery write, learn to drown out the noises. Maybe not for my mental, for my neurology, perhaps not. It really bothers me because it like throws me off focus. So maybe that might be the thing for some people. Perhaps not. Maybe not for me. Let me do this real quick. I am adjusting myself here. So yeah. Maybe it might be like a neurodiversity type thing that happens with me. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I really like these icon reworks. Now that I'm looking at them. Yeah, I'm liking them. Okay, that's that. I don't know if you guys would like to see more of what I do sometimes for stuff behind the scenes. I posted stuff in the art channel. So, and those are like some, and it's like icon redesigns essentially. I don't know. These would be nice to have. Because I don't know, I'm looking at them. I look at my current icons, right? Like the daemon and the angel and the Nephilim. You know what? Since we're already here, let me actually like. Let me make a thing. Let me make a thing, cause I think what I'm doing here is actually really, really lovely. At least I'm excited for it. I don't know. But let's see. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Okay. These might be a bit too big. And not water. You see what I did there? No. But yeah, let's see. You guys will see. You guys will see. Let me just get them into place real quick. It's still kind of like a work in progress for some bits, but what am I doing? You will see. Hopefully this is good. Nope, not that. Not that. Okay, wait a second. Let me cut that real quick. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know how I'm gonna... Hold on. I'm gonna put this on windowed. Okay. Okay, nope, not that. Is it this? Nope. Okay. Maybe it'll be this instead. Is it? Question mark? Maybe not. Maybe not at all. Okay, wait. You guys will see. So I like worked on some... Ah! Here it is. Okay. This is what I did. Okay. And show. And show. Yeah, there it is. Assets, yeah. I started working on some... I started redoing the assets, right? So, for example, as like a little comparison real quick. Comparison. Here's like the little sheet that I have for my icon comparisons, right? Everything's kind of like really tiny and such. I mean, if you even look at that right there. Yeah, you see how things are like really tiny here? But for these, they're ginormous, dude. They're ginormous, but that also makes it really clear. It's average. It's compared to this, it's like really tiny. because these were done in like the thousands. The thing is that like if I go up to here, it gets like really pixelated, and that kind of bothers me. Maybe that's all right for like icons for what they are, right? But I don't know, some part of me is like thinking, if you zoom up, I don't want you to see the pixelation. I mean, look at that. Also, that's really cool. That's a really cool effect. But yeah, like whenever you get a zoom in on these icons here, you should use a tool to increase the quality. I don't think they tend to look that good. Like the quality increasing stuff, I don't think they tend to look that good, honestly. I don't think they tend to look that good. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, let's put that lower. Put you lower as well. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if such a thing exactly exists. You just need to soften it. Wouldn't I need to harden it instead? I don't know. But I don't know. I've been also thinking about redesigning some of my stuff too, cause for one thing, that looks really cool now. That looks really cool, and this right here, this is looking pretty epic as well. And if I can find it, I think some of these redesigns also go very well for... Yeah, look at that. It kind of changes to mimic something that's a bit more... So like for the angel trigger here, little angel trigger. Yeah, I call it an angel trigger, but oh man, it kind of fits more with what I got over here. Kind of trying to develop the themes a bit more, I guess you could say, because I don't know, this looks... I'm excited about this stuff. I just worked on it like an hour ago. Well, I mean, this right here I worked on like a day ago. I think I worked on it yesterday, and then this right here I worked on it like an hour ago, and I like it a whole lot more. I'm liking it a whole lot more than what I have over here. Another part of it could also just be the fact that I'm also looking at all these and it's like, they're just tiny. I just wish they were bigger. I also worked on the sunglasses more. Yeah, I also worked on the sunglasses a bit more. I remember at least working on the sunglasses to make it not as... Did I? I think I was working on it, and then I stopped working on it because I couldn't find a way to make the symmetry work. So that's one thing. But yeah, I'm working on all this stuff because I like to work on creative stuff. I don't work on them, I don't show them much, but I do work on the creative stuff. But yeah. And I have a little angel wing that I'm working out over here too. My new angel design over here has like 6 wings. So I'm eventually gonna make a little minor wing as well. So this is gonna be like the main wing, and then we have like a little minor wing. And I don't know if I'm gonna make like an upper minor or a lower minor, but that's sort of the idea that I have going on here. We have like this thing here, and yeah. Needless to say, I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to show you guys more whenever I get done with it. And yeah. Hell yeah. I remember I made those ones for some reason. Okay, well, let me get this cut, and then we will go back to the story stuff. I just wanted to show that because I'm excited about that, personally speaking. Okay, then I'm gonna put that on. Cut that there. I'm personally excited about it. Yeah. So, since we don't have any comparisons, which is fine, I figured we could just. I'm either thinking about one of two things. I show you guys how I'm a story that I'm currently writing. That's gonna be like an expansion of lore that we have, or that I have currently. That's probably what I'm gonna do, to be honest. Cause I still probably need to think of an outline, a better outline for what we have for this current story here. Oh, holy moly, wait, hold on. Writing. And then, let's see. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how for a story that I'm actually writing, that's gonna be in the background, that's actually gonna be lore related. Hold on. Okay. Chairs rolling over stuff. Okay. All right. But yes. When are we gonna insert myself into the story? The thing that I kind of want to do, honestly, is let me think about how the way I kind of want to do stuff is that, like, for my character Neph, right, CooltheNephilim, he is kind of like a bit of an Easter egg in some stories. In some other stories, he'll be like an important minor character, and then the story that I'm currently writing, he's like the protagonist, essentially. So think of it as like I want like a collection of short stories where some of them will feature him. Yeah, we'll have him in there, and then another story would be like he is the protagonist. He's going on like this important commission. In fact, you know what? Let me actually just open up the file actually. Right there. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Here's the actual thing. So when I'm actually writing, I do a lot. Or not necessarily a lot. I just get into the zone, frankly. I try my best to like just get into a zone. And then there are certain parts where I try to if a scene isn't working out the way I wanted to work out, it's kind of like that's like a break point. I guess a break point / I don't know what else to do with this right now, so I'm just gonna leave it behind, and it'll just be in the background. As you guys, this is 37 pages so far right now. We have like a little page number here that shows. This is still the first draft, so it's not like things are exactly the best here. In fact, things are probably really, really crappy. They're like incredibly crappy right now. Oh man. So, and I think the length, I set a goal length in terms of words for this little novel, I guess. It's like 80,000 words. I don't know how many pages that is. That's not a lot of pages, though. That's not necessarily a lot of pages. Unless you consider somewhere in the double digits to be a lot of pages of words. Otherwise, it's not really exactly a lot of words. So, yeah. But this is like 37 pages on 8x11 paper. So if you have like a book that's like your classic printer paper like size, 37 pages of that. But otherwise, if you like shorten it down a little bit, this could probably be in like 50 pages. It's probably already halfway to 100 or something. I don't know. So yeah, but this is sort of what I'm doing when I'm actually, well, not what I'm doing. Let's I'm gonna walk you guys through, or show you guys at least, how I write when I'm actually working on like a first draft. So this is gonna be not exactly the best, honestly. It's not gonna be the best. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. It usually is just a lot of me reminding myself where I left off, and then rereading, and then going back in, and then etc. Let's see. So it's probably gonna be like a me being quiet a lot of the time stream. Oh man. I gotta write something about. Okay. Little should find a better way to make their paths cross. Maybe. Okay. I'll read you guys like a little bit of what I got so far. Something that's a bit more like something that has a bit more of my prose. When I'm actually trying, this has like my prose and such, and so let's see. We'll do like a little dramatic reading of what I have so far here. Cuss out! A deep, massive bellow rings thoroughly in my mind. One of many that play randomly in the dark. I shake my head, feeling my eye twitch. My fingers rest on my temple for a soft massage. Wretched voice, haunting me again. Whoop! Oh man. What is it? Light from my singular monitor illuminates the surrounding shelves behind me. My legs kept up on my desk as I bore on the patterns of my ceiling. On the surface of my worn-down, fine table, dusted across the top, paint chipped off and filled with endless scribbles of penmanship across maps like a madman, I stared down a particular spot on my ceiling with a long, long exhale. Arms slack against the armrest. I eyed down the title of the notification when the screen flashes. Commission, 45,000. The old wooden floorboards creak when I adjust my position on my chair. Squeaks of bolts and puffs of air escape the worn cushion. A low hum echoes through my throat, like I had come across some news about the latest controversy in politics. Interesting. I need to rewrite that. I need to rewrite that a little bit, Cause we're currently in my mind right now. We're narrating what's in my mind right now. And when I say my mind, I mean CooltheNephilim. This 4.6 billion year old Nephilim who within the existence of humans has sort of realized a bunch of his true nature. Otherwise, he would have just been another thing observing the planet evolve from 4.6 billion years ago. So that's quite a long ass while. Yeah. I used long like 3 times already. Interesting. Ooh, we'll do sigh slowly. We got that little alliteration there. I like that in my prose. Dear bounty hunter, always with the formalities. Gets old after a few 100,000 million. By letter or by email. Interesting. Okay. A bounty had been placed on a suspect who's been corrupting citizens of New York and draining their life. Reports show that the victims have significant pupil dilation based on autopsies, yet no history of drug abuse. No signs of any puncture wounds or lacerations. They do have reason-like skin textures or wrinkles, significant muscle mass reduction down to mere bones, and handprints left on the jaws of the victims though. Bodies have been sprawled out around alleyways and basements near charity donation centers and organizations, just a few blocks off. Let's see. Images of the crime scenes are attached. I wonder who could have such professional language. You can never tell exactly with archdemons and angels. Let's scroll further, and the images show. Let's see. The pictures show about a few groups at a time, anywhere from about 5 to 10 people of all kinds. It's disgusting, but nothing I haven't already seen. Emotions are more like an abstraction than reality at this point. One pictures a shriveled-skinned man in a suit and tie. Hardened pressed handprint on his jaw. A woman in a pearly dress, white necklace ornaments, and silken arm sleeves lay lifeless next to a garbage can in a back alley. Her eyes darken with expanded pupils. There we go. With expanded pupils, like staring into an abyss, matching that of a man in the previous picture. Another picture shows a more obese gentleman, also drained of muscle, to just sorry fat bones. Trends tend to show that the perpetrator targets at least one man who donated significant sums of money to a charity in a group. Some were politicians like Democratic Socialist John Sweden, Angela Croft, Republican capitalist George Ford, and controversial philanthropist Gary Bowman. Suspected motivation is currently unknown, but the priority is imminent. The fallen angel's fast and has golden hues. Reward is upfront. I need to change that. I also need to think more about the magic in my world. What do you guys think? Is from just reading some of this like not necessarily interesting, but do you feel it like building up to something? We'll just do this on the boring ass ceiling. I'm entering like my editor mode, my revision mode, but I don't know about this. Yeah, we'll see. He's okay. Nah, man. I need to. Ugh. Neck. My back. Rubbing the tired away from my eyes. Oh man. Oh, I set up so much stuff that's like interesting in the beginning. So I'm like thinking, I gotta like bring some of it back throughout the story. Cause some of this stuff is like very, I don't know, I kinda wanna Oh my god. Interesting. I just realized an interesting little situation that could happen. Okay. Slightly slower and longer. I sigh again. I sigh a lot, dude. Interesting. Okay. So let's see. In this scene right now, they're currently fighting. I think I just went away because I gotta focus on my commission. And then this other character who's also part of the protagonist group is vindicating herself. Okay. Interesting. Okay, and then we have another pursuit again. Talking to myself again. Happen upon each other again. And then another fight again. No, not a fight again. No, wait, again? Yeah, this is another fight again. I don't know. Being so close to capturing your commission, only to then lose it to the same girl, preventing you from getting your commission. Is that progress? Like, at first, you just sort of realize what you're like, where your commission is going, and then you'll lose it because someone interfered in your path. I guess I set it up to where things are still happening, but yeah. Okay. Oh my god, okay, wait. Oh man. Which delights him. Oh man, I need to make that better. God, I need to make that better, but yeah. Hmm. You know what? I really gotta... Okay. I need to expand more on what these ley line things are. Ley line magic and sort of energy hues magic needs explanation. Because how can signatures of Zedekah, but not of K. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't necessarily, I don't think, the most watchable thing, because I'm just going through this. I'm reading it. Oh my god, the basketball scene, the little basketball scene. Oh, this little basketball scene. I think this is actually, when I was first making this scene, it's actually probably my most favorite ones that I've written, honestly, in this little chapter. Oh man. I kind of want to read it out loud, see how, like, what you guys think of this whenever I would read it, or if I'm gonna read it. Okay. I'm gonna read it out loud. Let's see. We stalk the crowd below us from the rooftops once again. I keep on the lookout for ley line activity once more. Charity, one of the virtues. I look back at the red jacket lady, who's very obviously looking incredibly bored. Is that why she was? Oh, what are we doing here? She groans. This is boring. You've been watching the people like some dramatic overlord for forever. What even is interesting about them? Their beanies, their silly sippy hats because there's a football game happening today. The fact that one of them is totally ignoring that old man who's clearly needing help getting up. She comes up to see the man who's fallen on the street. She tries to launch off the roof, but I stop her by grabbing her wrist. Why? That old man is clearly having trouble. I have to help him, she exclaims at me. You stay back if you want your answers. Huffing and pouting, she crosses her arms and walks back to her original spot. I'm watching for ley line activity. Blonde hair and golden eyes, and observing for any abnormal behavior in the humans. This fallen angel could corrupt the charity and people. What's a ley line? Also, why doesn't she like feed off charity donors or like charity organizations that have greedy CEOs or corrupt business practices? I need to. I don't. I've been thinking about how else I could rewrite that. I look at her with my eyebrows furrowed. I shake my head. She does, but it's been in groups of 5 to 10 at a time. Low numbers keep suspicion off her, but she isn't smart enough to hide the bodies that well. Keeps feeding on them. Why does she need to feed off the bodies in the first place? Aren't angels and demons like, I don't know, their own thing? I don't need to feed off any energies or anything. They don't need to, and we're like both, which, by the way, you still haven't given me a straight answer on what we are. Spill it. Oh, man. I'm thinking about this right now, and it's like, for this beginning so currently the context for this beginning here is at the ending of the last chapter to chapter 3 here, I had just realized that this girl isn't necessarily a normal girl. She is in fact a Nephilim, and right now we're sort of entering like a teaching phase. I kind of want this to be like a reluctant kind of like partnership vibe at the current moment, and so with like hints driving towards student mentor. I think I just explained the core of the concept here. God. This little sigh was supposed to foreshadow the fact that, Actually, now that I think about it, it's actually not... If I think about everything else I just wrote, it's not that bad. It kind of connects everything, but it's not the level I want. Magical and majestic and clean and totally boring. Corrupting an angel, causing their fallen status doesn't seem possible. Then totally ignores her. Middle of a conversation, that's so not proper teamwork. She falls behind me, then stops to look over the glare. Another portal. Opening another portal into the field. We're not a team. You're getting your answers and I'm doing my job. Get that straight and get in the portal. Children. Jesus Christ. This prose definitely needs to be cleaned up a bit more. Oh, yeah. He said that this place was called The Field. Who came up with that name? It should have been named like, I don't know, Kaleidoland or something cooler. The Field just sounds sterile, like the doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment. Dentist appointments. Oh my god. Just help the weird asshole. I continue walking off to try and shake the memories from my mind, because if I keep thinking of them, Anyways, I keep on walking, staring at the fluctuating fractals flowing freely under my feet. Stop. He opened up another portal into another alleyway. Oh my god. These are supposed to be alleyways in New York. There's like a lot of it because it's a major city, but I'm also thinking like, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if things sound interesting from like a story plot perspective at the current moment. I mean, does it sound like an interesting story? Like I mean, I know with the way I'm currently reading it right now, it's not necessarily I'm not advertising it as if it is, but yeah. I think my thing right here that I wanted to do is essentially just lay out the character voices and sort of establish where I want things to go, which is where I'm thinking in later drafts I'm gonna eventually like tighten up the prose and such, but okay. Nonsense. You're unbearable. Eyes forward and alert. I sigh. Nonsense. You're unbearable. Eyes forward and alert. I sigh as I continue watching the area while not paying any mind to her gestures. No ley line fluctuations other than hers. I need to capture that fallen angel faster, with no distractions this time. I look at Kay and the way the charitable acts are charging her with that her even noticing. Considering the fallen angel's taste for charity and greed, maybe we can draw her out. The plan develops in my mind. Okay. I think that's... maybe that would be something. I don't know. Unbearable? Me? Caitlin Jade? The unbearable? Unbearably. She looks around and seeing kids playing basketball, then gasps, wanting to play ball with those kids? I roll my eyes, groan leaving my throat as she runs off yet again. Distracted, proud, impatient. A dissection of her every action and words run through my mind as I feel my fists stuffed deep my trench coat pockets, tense with the warm orange glow of my veins. I waved the group. Okay. They were changing up their perspective here. I waved to the group. Of about 11 kids in the basketball court down as I run toward them. Let's just get rid of that because I don't think that's actually necessary to put in more. I think it's necessary to put in like the specific number of kids. Hey, can I play with you all? It's been a while since I've had a go at basketball, and you all look like you could use an extra member. Excitement beaming from my throat as I offered to be a member. They had to be around the age range of 8 to 13. Oh man, let's just not do that because I think, I don't know, probably just leave it to the reader's imagination to just sort of think about what age these kids are. Whoa, cool jacket, lady. One of the kids probably looking like he's 12 compliments me. Just do this. Probably 12 compliments me. Maybe we could do it. I don't know. These are supposed to be like narrating voices, and I definitely want their voices to be very distinct from one another. Let's see. A lot of telling. The kid named Sam is looking at me like I just offended his mother. Oh my god. Funny. I don't care about no stupid jacket. She's a girl, and girls are bad at sports. I gasp as my hand comes up to my hips. As the hand comes up to my hip and near covering my mouth. How dare you? I'll have you know, I was like the baddest sports bitch during my high school time. I swear to Sam. Alright, I'm about to teach you kids a lesson. Come on. Pass me the ball. The kid holding the ball bounces it to me with a nice thonk as it hits court ground. Okay, cool lady, let's play. Let's see. Fluid orange bobbing of the ball bouncing reverberates that thick. Let's see. The fluid orange bouncing. I remember why I used bobbing, because I had already used bouncing in the previous thing. Oh wait, I'm using it again. Hold on, let's just get rid of that. The ball bouncing reverberates that thick sound that makes my soul sing and my sports girl competitor spirit flare. As heart beats. Let's see. As the heart beats in my chest a tad bit faster. Heck yeah. Prepare to sit and learn, boys, because Caitlin Jade is gonna teach it the K ways. Oh man. I turn to the other Nephilim. He's looking at me like I'm an annoying bug. Is that I feel like that's character. I feel like that's character enough, honestly. What? Can't I have a little fun? Continues to observe the surrounding people and most likely scanning ley lines again. What? He won't answer more of my questions, refuses to cooperate with me. I need to show this though. I've kind of just showed it through dialogue. I don't think I even shown real teamwork here yet, so I think I'm just gonna... I think I'll just do this instead. Because the tension between these two are already really high, and I need to show it in like action, that these two, that at least one is trying and the other isn't, and the other, if anything, wants to push this girl away. So yeah, I don't know, is this like giving you guys a good idea? Is this giving you a good idea of how the writing process goes? Oh man, because this is how it goes sometimes. Like, you read through what you have after like several weeks of putting it down before, and then you kind of go back and it's like, but does this work though? You get like a fresh perspective on things. With a smile brighter than day, kids around her scream and pant as shoes hit the ground in a rampage. In squeaks across the court floor. One kid goes for a block, but Caitlin twists around, shooting for the hoop with a jump higher than mountains and lands a slam dunk. She hops when she lands, shooting an arm up as a high pitch and proud voice screeches out, "That's a score for the K-Way!" Oh man. The kids gather around her in admiration. Whoa, that was awesome, Kay! To the admiration of the kids, her demeanor becomes brighter and joyous. One of the kids is turned away from her, the same one that made the woman's sport comment. Oh man. You apologize to her for that comment. No, she just got lucky. She cheated. Played fair, dude. Don't be such a big baby, Sam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, little dude. It's okay. It was just a little comment. There's no need to get so heated over it. Oh, man. Most likely taught a radical position. I'm gonna delete that. Because if anything, I think I just need to change that up. If anything. Surprising the kid. Let's see. Seeing it overshadow his small frame. My sudden sorry attempt at mediation. Oh man, I really need to emphasize his like avoidance, because it's more like he interesting. Very interesting moment here. Okay. Okay, interesting. Oh man. Mhm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, oh man, maybe I should make something else here. um. Hmm. Oh man. I feel like this is where I'm like discovery writing stuff right now. And discovery writing is like essentially you write something and then you come back to revise it later on to make it something better, for the sake and the purposes of the plot. And I think I have I think this is what I'm doing. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really explicitly. Oh, I need to bring back the memories too. Okay, and the memories bring back life. Oh man. Yeah, this is a lot of just what writing is, frankly. It's just a lot of like going back, thinking and rethinking again what it is that you just wrote down. And then realizing some bits are actually interesting, and then some other bits are like, I wonder what I just did here. And then another bit is, I wonder what I just did here. And then other people are like, hey, it's actually pretty good. And I'm like, oh, okay. Um, oh, that dear. Oh man, I need to explain I need to explain the magic system better. Oh man. Through like action is what I'm thinking. Hmm. Okay. Maybe. Okay. I think I'm just gonna save this here for a little bit, for a moment in time. I'm gonna go back to this, and I think what I'm gonna do for this here, I feel like I have enough to sort of start a little draft. Overarching plot conflict. Oh. Borderline immoral development of the education system. Put an end to Azkani's regime. Okay. Let's... maybe, I don't know. So I'm back in our little morphed story together. I wonder, maybe we can do something here. Okay. So this is the plot. Essentially, we have a very standard team of bandits beat the bad guy. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to think about how this could be different. The ancient traditions are the only way to be strong in the world, and she wants to see a whole galaxy armada be strong. But the ways she makes people strong are very brutal and borderline immoral. Development of the education system, politics around familial life, advertisements, social media, militaristic commands, religions get promoted into government. your religious nationalist regime, essentially fascist regime. That's basically what's happening here. MC and Francis work together to put an end to Azkani's regime. And we have one of the characters working in a Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Okay, separation of magic and tech. What's the maybe logic? Not even logic. I mean, that's the motivation. I just started scrolling on Twitter. Yeah. I'm just thinking. Oh, right. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Oh man. If it looks like I'm just like sitting here staring off in the distance, I slightly am, because I'm just trying to think about where I want to start continuing with this, with the story sheet here for stream. I for one thing, I need to develop this Melito character a little bit more, because she's gonna be the main character for the story here. So innovate on Magitech to, we'll just put it as to like help humanity, to help humanity, to help the planet. Smart, caring, and hopeful. Smart, caring, hopeful. So she's like leaning toward good morality kind of thing. I think we're gonna make her, we'll make her brash too, you know? We'll make her like a little bit, I don't know. Let's go with brash means definition. Assertive, yeah, assertive. Okay. Yeah, so she like kind of mimics the villain in a way. She kind of mimics the villain a little bit. And then I mean, smart, what kind of smart though? Do we want her to be book smart? I think I want her to be like, we'll put her as like sociable. She's innovative. We'll put it that way too. And if that's the case, she's also going to be creative as well, because she wants to innovate on Magitech to help the planet. She's hopeful, so she's like a bright, brash, creative child essentially. So she has ideas. She can kind of come off a bit like bitchy, and she's sociable, so she can get along with people, which that, I think that creates like a complex enough character. And then her occupation should really suffice for a PhD. Oh man. Her quirk, I don't know what it is, but I want her quirk to be like magic to help the planet. She is also not even trying to do things right, but I'm also just thinking like, if I were to even think about this lady and how the plot could move forward with her. Okay. We'll put her as, what is it? learn the latest tech, I guess. Latest technology. So that way she can like recreate it and then maybe also advance on it a bit more. I think that would be something that makes sense for her. For those just entering stream right now and wondering what we're doing, I am currently making a character sheet for the story that we've been making prior streams, and expanding on what I'm gonna decide. This is gonna be decidedly and definitively the main character in my version of the story. I posted like this story sheet full of like all character information and such in my Discord. So if you have that and you've worked on it, if you have that and you worked on it and you want to show it on stream, you can feel free to post it in Discord. I will download it and we can compare what we have from what I have on stream here to what is happening with your sheets. So yeah. So I'm just trying to think about this girl and what would make her the main protagonist. What gets like the plot moving? Because right now we have, so far for the plot, basically a fascistic regime. This woman here, and she's basically trying to take over the world, trying to make everyone strong, because who wants a weak-ass world to live in? Who wants to live in a weak-ass world? And so, yeah. This would have been a comparison thing, but not a lot of people worked on the story sheet when I first posted it, so I can't really compare much. And it's fine, because life gets hecka busy, but we work off what we can. Oh, I'm picking at myself. Okay. MC and friends essentially work together to put an end to Azkani's regime. That's the plot. It's good guys get together to beat the bad. Very, very typical plot, I feel like. Okay. I mean, it's not like that's necessarily anything bad though. How are these group of characters going to beat the bad guy though? That could be something that's a bit interesting. Then that's where the plot is probably going to get a bit more like interesting. I mean, you have people who, there's like a heist. You could do a heist. There is like some once enemies turning into allies, so they become good guys. Your enemies to friends arc, enemies to lovers. Doing a Zuko type shit thing. I don't know. I don't know. So I guess the question here is gonna be how? Because we have a character whose motivation is directly against is gonna be directly against the villain's motive, which is to separate out magic and tech. So I'm just thinking like, how can we make that what's gonna be like the progress there, you know? Because we have the promise of okay. Okay. I don't know what her occupation is. That probably doesn't really matter that much. Even though that would probably inform her. I don't know. A job doesn't necessarily define someone unless they really want it to be something that defines them, you know? So I'm thinking like, what would her thing be? But I don't know. This is so interesting. This is like an interesting thing about writing stories, is because like I almost have like sliders in my mind that I can shift around to be like, what's happening here? What's the situation? What's the world like? And then it's like you have your own little world building simulator in your own head, and that's like something really cool about writing. And it's like you can sort of shift the camera around to take the POV of whatever person you want. Whatever NPC you see on the street can automatically become a main character if you just shift it into their POV. So it's like really interesting. I think it's a cool thing. But yeah. So I'm thinking about this girl. We'll just discovery write that. Whatever is there. Okay. So Lido is working, and her work gets disturbed by a group of Azkani's henchmen who, yeah, okay, Leo's work, okay, that's something interesting. Okay, that's it. Like, I feel like that's a strong start. Melido is troubled, and then Melido, we'll do something like that. Melido's troubled, meets, I don't know, meets, people, Azkani get wrecked. Azkani get wrecked. We'll do it like that. Very, I need to be a bit more specific though. I need to like actually figure out how this is gonna work out. Because I don't know. Okay. It's disturbed by a group of Azkani's henchmen. Lido is troubled by this situation. Okay. Is troubled because her life's work has just been confiscated by Azkani's henchmen. Some of which will feature Nok Neja, I think. is the name. Yeah, there it is. It's probably going to include Nokneja. Henchman. One of the leads of this henchman group is Nokneja. Nokneja. I guess that'll be like the first villain to get over, actually. That'll be like the first person to like be like, hey, yo, we can't be having this right now. Good. Interesting. Okay. I think that's an interesting point there. An interesting beginning. Yeah, okay. See that there. Yeah. I think I'm gonna cut it short again. Cause I don't know. This isn't necessarily the most interesting part of this process, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'll see you all another time, yeah? Remember, you're cool. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye.